Okay, on to Taurus. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me. Yeah. Oh, you hate the sands on your toes? I love the sands on my toes. Please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. How is Taurus feeling in this first week of February 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about dealing with or manifesting in, please? 3 cards for Taurus's feelings. How is Taurus feeling in this first week of February? The King of Wands reversed. I think you're feeling quite low at the moment, quite dejected. Maybe you've lost your libido. Okay, feeling a bit weakened at the moment. Solar plexus not activated. So you might have had some difficult news. You could just be feeling drained. You could just be feeling quite, glass half empty. And it's okay to have days like that or weeks like that. You can't be up all the time. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So you might be concerned about your abundance. You might be concerned about work or your stability. You might be thinking about the long term and how is that going on? How is my career going on? Am I ready for a relationship right now? I think you're focused on Pentacles, your 3D reality, your responsibilities. Nine of Pentacles is all about your abundance. Are you able to support yourself? Are you independent from others? Or do you rely on others too much? So that's definitely on your minds at the moment. Okay, Three of Pentacles reversed. So feeling disconnected, okay? Feeling like you're not part of a team where you work together. So this could be in love, could be in work. We've got a lot of Pentacles coming out. How about for the one you're thinking about or currently dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in? Now, you are showing up as a king, so that could mean you are involved with somebody, or you just have a high-powered job with a lot of responsibilities. You may have a house and kids that you're responsible for, okay? Nine of Pentacles reverse can also be like an attitude of I don't want to be single, I want to be. Ten of Pentacles, I want to be together with someone else. Right, so this person has the Fool reversed. So they're either reckless. When the Fool's upright, this is someone who's willing to take a leap of faith. She's willing, she's got her arms out, ready to take a dive. She's ready to take a leap of faith, okay? You see all this water, this emotion is very strong. And you see that these wolves, one of them has a rose in their mouth. And it's interesting because it seems like they're with their third eye chakra. That's open. So they have faith that they're going to meet the one. Now, this person has lost faith that they're going to meet the one, or they're diving in head first with the wrong people. They're being reckless. Oops, there we go. Clang. Let's get one more. We'll know which one it is from the other cards that come out. It all builds up context. This is freaky, isn't it? This is freaky because these cards were coming out with Aries as person. You could be an Aries Taurus cusper. The Wheel of Fortune upright. That's good. This person's getting better luck now. They're having better times. The universe is going to send them a better set of circumstances, more opportunities that are positive. The wheel has turned. Right, the challenge, in the challenge position, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, a Queen of Pentacles is someone who is, when the card's upright, she's very abundant. She's very materialistic. So material gain and being able to have a beautiful home and a beautiful house and a beautiful garden. My goodness, gardens can cost thousands and thousands of pounds to landscape, to fill up with plants, trees, to do structural work if that's needed. They're just as expensive and they're an extension of your house, aren't they? So depends how much area you've got, the more expensive. The bigger the area, the more expensive they are. It's like another room in your house. So this is someone, when they're upright, they're able to earn money. It doesn't mean everything's going perfectly all the time, but they are making decisions and they're putting effort in so that they generally keep some savings in the bank. They're generally earning a great amount of money. And they may have periods out of work, but they've always got some savings, okay? And they're good at spending money. They're generous, okay? So a queen and a king of pentacles are able to spend good amounts of money on themselves, buying things for themselves, for their home. They're also very, very generous. They give their pentacles to others, the nurturers. Kings and queens are responsible for children, okay? It's like a mum or a dad vibe. So they're providers. They're able to provide for others. So this is the challenge with the one that's showing up as your person, Taurus. They're coming in for better times, and the challenge is, can I provide for others? Can I have abundance? Interesting. So it's someone who's really trying to work on their finances. Perhaps while you're trying to work on yours. Let's get 3 for the outcome. This is very intriguing. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, because it means more people will see the reading and be able to connect with it. It won't get out into the algorithm otherwise. Okay, so be kind, give me a like. Set of Swords upright. This is strategy. This is someone who is putting a plan into place. It can also be someone who is being sneaky. They might have some secrets that they're hiding from someone that they cohabit with. Or they might be keeping a lot of thoughts and separate thoughts and emotions to themselves from people that they live with. It can be lying, cheating and stealing, but it can just be keeping thoughts to yourself, not sharing them with people. Sometimes we have a vision or a plan or something that we want to do, and we don't necessarily want everyone to know about it, do we? Thanks for the likes, thank you. Ooh. So the Queen of Cups reversed is someone who is... Well, cups are water, which is emotions. Now, the Queen of Cups upright is someone who's healing. The Queen of Cups is someone who's very emotionally balanced, okay? So she's open to love, and she gives out a lot of love. When the Queen of Cups is reversed, there's either a lack of water and a lack of empathy or a lack of love, or we're awash. It's like tsunami, okay? And there's too much love. Would you still marry me if I made you sign a prenup? that said you don't get half of my money. I don't know. Do you know, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one because I get it when it's large amounts of money, but how are you supposed to feel like you're a team, or how are you supposed to feel safe? But then I would worry about that. I think it's a good question, Varying Redbeard. It'd have to be that if you're getting married, it would have to be that you've lived together for a few years, and if that person's proven themselves and they do half around the house and they earn half and contribute half, why would you say that they can't have half of your money? Because you've been a team. So it's all, I don't think there should be a prenup unless that person is like not proven themselves, and then why are you marrying them anyway? Do you know what I mean? At some point, you might need someone to take care of you if you have an accident, or if you get sick, or you get depressed or something. How would you feel if someone said you don't get half of what they earn? It's just like if someone shows up for you for a few years, it's only really then that you should propose marriage, isn't it? And it's only then that you would think about a prenup. Surely you'd want to make sure they get half if something happens to you. Like, I think it all depends on what experiences you've had. When people do these prenups, maybe they've experienced users, but you only really need to protect yourself against a user, and you should only really then offer marriage to someone who you know isn't using you. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult, but that's, to me, like, how can you expect anyone to do things around the house and marry you and take care of your kids, or like be loyal to you, if it's kind of like being disloyal to them? I don't know. Honestly, it's something I've changed my mind over throughout my life. When I was younger, I just thought you're loyal no matter what, you know, and that's it. But you change your mind based off your experiences for your life, don't you? So the Queen of Cups can be awash with emotion, and there's too much emotion. Oh, I get what you mean, yeah. Maybe you'd have to put a limit to the number of years that you're together. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to have a separate convo about this. Awash, too much emotion, or no emotion. A lack of empathy, or over emotional. Interesting cards as an outcome, isn't it? Let's have a look at the next. What is going to be the outcome? This is, bearing in mind, this is just for the the first week of February. As it stands now, the energy is like this. The outcome is like this. It is a grey area. You will know the vibe of what somebody's like. You will know the vibe of what they're like after a year or two of dating them. It's different if it's long distance. You'd never really know someone that you're dating long distance. You can't. You'd have to add like years onto that. If someone is showing up for you, they're good for money, they pay half for everything, you've got no reason to have that attitude towards them. Sometimes relationships don't work out with the best will in the world. It doesn't mean it was premeditated, does it? This is coming out again. Did you see that the same cards are coming out as what came out on that Aries reading? That's so weird. This is a Taurus Aries cusping situation here. It's to do with... It's like you're both mirroring each other. You and your person that's showing up in this reading, it's like you're really trying to work on your finances. It's a very financial, like 3D earthy reading. Eight of Pentacles is growth, okay? So when it's upright, it's like I'm working hard on building a future that's financially stable. I am taking on a professional course. I'm adding a new trade. I am building a business. I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm you working towards the Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles next, so you're self-abundant. You can provide for yourself. You don't have to rely on others. Ten of Pentacles, I can provide for me, my partner, my kids. We can provide together for our kids, their kids. We can provide for our parents if we need to. Like, this is like I'm working my ass off to become independent. So with that reverse, it's like I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, okay? So on your side, Taurus, you're showing up as a king. On their side, they're showing up as a queen. Now, that's a good balance between masculine and feminine energy. But they're being challenged financially. You're being challenged with your, like, lack of enthusiasm, lack of libido. You could just be feeling, like you've had a tough one, you're a bit drained, you're not really emitting. I always say omit instead of emit. You're not emitting those vibes of like, come towards me, because you're distracted. Do you know what I mean? And then they're kind of like focused on like trying to gain stability, trying to gain better financial stability. Oh, thanks, Fairy and Redbeard. Maybe this is both of you as an outcome. Is just like, I can't think about love right now. I'm working on my finances. I feel like that's the vibe currently. Let's get a time in. Why is this person showing up in Taurus's reading? When are they gonna come into Taurus's life? Around March, obsessing over timing will create blocks. When you're truly ready, and then we've got November. So it, depending on your individual situations, this could cause you two to come back together between March and November. I quite like it when it gives a bracket of time in, because it does seem like there's some blocks here, and it's just the current energy and what's going on in your external realities at the moment with work and whatever your individual, family dynamics are. There's like, if you see like the outcome is like there are some secrets here, there's some feelings that aren't being shared, there's some problems that we're not communicating with each other. If you think about when things are not going great in someone's life, especially if it's like a romantic person or someone that you've been passionate with or that you are trying to attract towards you, you don't really want them to know when things are going bad. You want them to feel like when they look at you, you look successful, you look happy, you look like you got it together. So you tend to hang back from each other and like hide back a little bit. And sometimes you don't do it consciously, sometimes it is conscious, but sometimes you're just so overwhelmed that you're just trying to survive. So I think when things have settled a little bit and we've come out of this period of like challenge, these blocks will be removed. Okay, so only when you're truly ready for it, sometime between March and November, things will be better placed to come together. Okay. What's the nature of this connection between Taurus and the one that's showing up in their reading? It'll be worth waiting for, Taurus. So this person going through a big change in their life, so are you. It's all about transitions on our own individual paths and transitions that we're going through. Huge phases, life-changing phases in our lives. They're periods where we're each kind of individually focused on our own priorities, and we have to be. And it's emotionally overwhelming, so there's not really space for love right now. But look, it says divine timing is at work in your love life. Advice for Taurus, please. Communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. It's making me think about these cards and the outcome, you know? Each of you is dealing with a lot of like overwhelm, emotional overwhelm, secrets, not feeling good about some stuff. Make sure that you reach out to your network of support, okay? Because it doesn't give you any less worth as a person. Every person walking this planet has worth, has value, is cared about by several people at least, you know, and people, the most unexpected people can be really supportive or sensitive, or, you know, sometimes it's our ego that doesn't let us share stuff that really we're carrying the burden ourselves, aren't we? And we're keeping stuff to ourselves. We don't necessarily have to do that. We're choosing to do that. So make sure you reach out to others. If you're not in communication with this person at the moment, you each want to be communicating with people that you do see on the daily or that you have access to, you know, by phone or when you are in work. Make sure you share how you're feeling because it lightens that load, okay? And it helps you to realise, like, you have got value. People don't want you to be, you know, overwhelmed. What is it that this person is going to love or like about Taurus? I wrote you a letter on paper, but I'm too afraid to show it to you. That's one of their secrets. Your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. Oh. They harbour a lot of feelings for you, this person. What is a message that this person would like to give to Taurus? I'm a very jealous person. They may be trying to watch you from afar, keep tabs on you, or you may be on their mind, you know, and they get angry at the thought of not being with you. They could lose their emotions, you know, be having mood swings at the thought of not being with you. It could affect their ability to work. It's likely that you're mirroring one another because you seem to get this mirroring in your readings, Taurus, between you and your person. So let's get you some advice and we'll get you an angel card. So you've got communicate, okay? Share your thoughts and feelings and what's going on with you with others. Taking shelter, the answers are within. Some of your problems, you do know the answers to. This is Hermit energy. This is Virgo, okay? It's holding a lantern, walking along. It can feel like a lonely road, okay? And our ego, like, gets really dented or crushed. And then we feel, like, really sorry for ourselves. And, you know, you deserve support and stuff. But then you re-galvanise yourself and you think, I know what needs to be done. I just need to do it. And everyone is experiencing this in their lives, either at different times or at the same time. You just don't know. You don't know. You know, we all have our turn where we've got to, like, turn up, right? Turn up, show up, stay resilient when things are really, really difficult. Get support, yeah? Recharge. I invite magic into my life always. Every day, I grow my connection to this earth. If I'm ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. Very, very important for earth signs to do this. And for all the signs, make sure that you get out in nature. It revitalizes you. You literally get different positive and negative ions is something to do with that when you're around fresh water, like waterfalls, rivers, the sea. I think you get negative ions off fresh water sources. So if you think about staying indoors and you're around a lot of technology, you're surrounded by positive ions. Okay, so you literally get these imbalances that we don't even like properly understand. You get very disconnected. You get bogged down in your kind of like human mental activity, which is the challenge for all humans, is your brain can be the master of you. Okay, negative mental activity will be the master of you if you allow it. So you've got to break out of that, get outside in nature, take things right back to a primitive level. Okay, and when you exercise, you'll literally feel better about everything, about a lot of things that are going on. You'll feel more can do. I'm not saying ignore your problems, but you'll feel like you can actually deal with them, you know? And if you go for a walk with someone, you get their like physical support as well. Physical, mental, emotional support. So recharge yourselves, take care of yourselves, get outside, meet up with people. If it's someone that's far away, do a video call so you can see their face and you hear the tone of their voice and you know that they want the best for you and they care about you. And they'll make you laugh and see things from a different point of view. And it's all like therapy, isn't it? It's like, it's such like, such a tonic to get those like positive vibes sent into you and get your cup refilled by really, really good people around you. Where else do I want to pick? Oh, I need to turn this one. Breathe. I've not had this one before. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I'm feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I'm free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. This is very true when you're stressed and you're in that fight or flight moment because you feel like, you're overwhelmed with. It's like a very primitive response in the body is to like shallow breathe, and you won't even realize that you're doing it. And this affects the oxygen going into you, and you're in a state of panic. You can't stop thinking about the things that are not going well. It's very important to get outside because when you exercise, your body has to physically regulate the breathing. Now, one thing that's really, really good for anxiety is swimming. I have noticed because I'm a very anxious person and there's a lot of females that are prone to anxiety. It's just a disposition that we have. And not every woman, but most females will really suffer with anxiety and nervousness. So when you go swimming, you have to get into a regular rhythm with your breathing and you have to fully like inhale and fill those lungs up and use your diaphragm. So it's really, really good. It's making me think actually, I need to get swimming. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'll go swimming with my sister. And she's got a gym membership, so I can like visit on a day pass. There's no way I can afford to wait for the waiting list that her gym has. Or pay, what the fees are for her gym, but it's a really nice one in a hotel and it's got like swimming pool, sauna, hot tub, steam room. Steam room's so good because the air's so full of moisture and it's so hot in there, and it really slows down your breathing and it makes you really, if you're feeling tense or anxious, your whole body gets fatigued and you've got to just let everything go, all the muscles relax. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi, breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. These are things that I need to do. Okay, 100%. Make sure that you are seeing your GP and getting any medications that you need if you are suffering anxiety, because I can tell you all these like nice things like go for a walk, go to the gym and make sure you got a steam room and sauna access, even though it's just for the day with someone who's got a membership somewhere. You can go to your sound baths and stuff, go to yoga. But if you're very, very anxious and you're very, very uptight and you've got a tight chest or tight jaw, you've been grinding your teeth and you've got, aching jaw, if you feel like you've got tension in you and these things aren't working, it's gone too far. So see your GP and get medication, okay? Because you can get things to reduce anxiety so that you sleep at night, so that you don't ruminate on stuff and have these intrusive thoughts that you can't actually get away from your worries, because that will just build up and get worse, okay? And things like good sleep hygiene doesn't help. It won't touch the sides if you're like really, really anxious. So make sure you're taking that medication and you are seeing a GP if things have gone too far in that direction, because it's not okay. It's like your nervous system's out of whack and it'll need resetting, rejigging. Right, let's get you an angel card. 1313, starting fresh, encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, and communication. Look, you've got communication twice. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions, guys. So you and your person, are very concerned about abundance at the moment. Look at all these pentacles. You're very concerned about abundance. Now, it's about managing your emotions, getting back in control of them, believing in yourself. Okay, you have the answers. You've had a bit of a rough one, but a rough time, so you're going to isolate yourself in the right way. Isolating mental thoughts, okay? You're going to connect with others. You're going to communicate what's on your mind and what's burdening you. You're going to be taking a lot of self-worth, recharging, rest, get into a steam room, get swimming, get into your environments that are going to force your body to relax, okay? And then deal with stuff in a very practical, logical way. In a very practical, logical way. And you'll just feel like you can actually get on with it. And then, hopefully get your positive feedback and things will cycle up again. These are phases that we're all going through all the time, okay? So it's about managing your emotions, managing your responsibilities, and keeping that sense of self-worth, okay? Get support. So for relationships, we work on ourselves, we work on our abundance. I'm going to turn this round because this is the wrong way. You're going to work on your responsibilities, okay? You're going to build up your self-belief, and then your heart will be open for relationships. And this change will happen quite quickly. It feels heavy, like it's going to be forever. It's not, okay? So you got between March and November, this bracket of time. It'll be different for everyone. You're going to be more open to love, okay? And so is this person. You seem to be both on a very similar journey at the moment. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I know it's not the most sexy reading that we've had in a while, but life sometimes isn't that sexy. Life isn't sometimes like that. It depends what's going on in your life. And we'll get on to Gemini. I wonder if Mojo Tarot is going to pop in this morning. Sometimes he pops in. He's Gemini. I think another thing that anxiety can do is make you think that time's just going really, really quickly. But actually, there's a lot of hours and there's a lot that can be achieved in that time. But it can't be if you're so drained that you're not sleeping, if you're so stressed that you're not breathing deeply. If you so, like the cortisol will just stop your brain from like being able to problem solve. So it's very important when you're feeling like that to just find ways to combat that, break that up, get a breather from stuff. It's the reason students go out and get hella drunk with their mates and party, because they've been so uptight doing essays and journals and this and that. They get the grades that they're not necessarily looking for. They go out, they get hammered. So they're so busy trying to recover from a hangover that they can't be uptight anymore. Everyone's got their pressures, haven't they? Everyone's got their ways of blowing off steam. It's important to do that.